That's the one that got nominated for a Latin Billboard award.
Did it?
Yeah, we were. You know who beat us? Shakira. We're in a category with Shakira. Like, go figure. I want to go just to see her. No, I already met her before. But it was Shakira and a band called La Ley from Mexico. Brujerizmo. All right, look it up. Look it up. I think it was the 2001 Latin Billboard Music Awards.
Whenever I need music gear, I always go to sweetwater.com. If it's mics, headphones, or studio and recording gear, Sweetwater has you covered. Next time you need any music gear, support the podcast by using the link in the description and comment section below. It feels like you kind of turn into like a trash can. Like you're just like overflowing with thoughts and
when
memories.
You're young, you try to keep everything, and then all of a sudden you're like overflowing with shit you don't need.
Yeah.
Yeah, throw it away.
How are your memories now?
Worse.
Worse?
Worse. It's like, just forget a lot of shit. I don't care. You're always high and shit, and, doing the fun stuff, and you forget a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Might be a good thing. I don't know.
You've always been an advocate for weed.
Yeah. We've always done our weed songs. Are we recording now?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're fucking going.
Yeah, man. We've always been an advocate of making weed legal and shit. So we're doing our marijuana songs and the disco songs.
Whose idea was that?
Mine.
It's yours.
Yeah. No one's sick enough to think of that, like a disco metal song.
No.
It's pretty out there.
Yeah. How is that reaction?
It's people get shocked. Like they think it's like the marijuana song. It's like starts on like the Macarena, which was played everywhere back in the day. I mean, every TV.
It was everywhere, dude.
Everywhere. If you remember that, it was you couldn't go anywhere without hearing it. And took me a year to convince Dino to, dude, give me a riff and I'll do. It'll work. No, that's not metal. I ain't playing that shit. So after a year, he gave in and he came in and did that riff, and then just hearing, marijuana. And boom, it just like blew up. It was just a bootleg single and shit. And people who put it out tried to make money with it, got busted by Universal or somebody came down on them. But the story behind that song, though, because Monty Connor of, back then it was Roadrunner, was like, we got to put this out legal and, sell it.
Sure. And
so they went to get the rights from the band or the lawyers or whatever, and they gave we want to use this song to, put it out, parody, whatever. And after a month, the lawyers said, they're like, dude, it's been a month. The lawyers, they don't take a month to decide yes or no. And so Monty called up the lawyers, and they said, well, we got about 1,000 requests to do that song. We're the guys who decide yes or no, except for one, yours. He goes, we had to send it to the guys in Spain, the guys who actually did the song. The only one out of 1,000 that they couldn't decide. We couldn't decide, so we had to send it to the guys. And they go, what? They said, well, let me go find out. And came back, they listened to it halfway, said, fuck no, it's not, we're not going to, no rights to put that shit out.
That sucks.
Everybody else, the lawyer said yes or no, or this and that, whatever. They said, fine, marijuana, yerba satánica.
Fuck. So the actual artist.
The actual artist had to hear it. He got sent to them and they had to hear it. And they were like this, no, que la chingada, The lawyers decided everything else except that one, and it took a long time, a month to get them to reply no.
Was that song is originally from Spain?
It's from Spain, yeah. Huh. The guys who did it were from Spain, and it was I don't know what happened, but what are those guys? I forgot the name of their name.
Can we find out? Yeah, who actually sings that song?
Los Del Rio?
Yep.
Los Del Rio.
Good memory.
Yeah, how about that?
Because it's coming back. It's coming back. But you would think, because there's like a Spanish connection, that you would think maybe they will kind of,
yeah, it's funny. It'll be funny to them and stuff, like everybody else just laughs, like, what the fuck, because they expect because it's the same music to the intro, like coming off there. We just ripped it out. We can't copy that, so we just put it straight on, and then the guitar came in, and marijuana.
They're like, fuck this.
Yeah, they had to hear it.
Well, one day probably looked at the band name.
Oh, that didn't help. No. Right there, I think they might not even got heard. I don't know. We're just looking at the band name. They're thinking, nah.
Let's look at their first album cover.
Let's look it up online. Back then there was no online, so they couldn't tell anything, just the name alone.
Oh shit! Yeah,
It's that old. It's
how
97. It was just the name. It was like Brujeria. Like what?
Yeah.
And then they ask anybody, "Oh, those guys kill white people and shit."
Mm-hmm.
That's the first response. If you ask a white guy, that's what they say. If you have someone who knows Spanish, oh yeah, that's no, mala onda, whatever.
Yeah,
they don't even know us. But anyways, it was doomed. If it had to go to those guys, it was doomed. Took a month to find out. No, Monty was bummed because he was like, "Yes, this will sell. It'll work."
So the way you could put it out is if you don't put it on a record and don't sell it. Is that what happened?
They wanted to sell, not I just put it out, gave it to everybody to put this out. Well, however you want. It's like I'm not going to make nothing off it. I didn't write it.
Is that legal?
Publishing? Well, you could call it.
Half.
It's a parody. Where I come from, it's legal. But they make rules up with guns over there. But yeah, it's like I gave it out for free. I didn't make any money off it. Just put it out as a joke. If it's a parody, it's legal. But people, packaged it and sold it in Spain. They sold 50,000 and they got busted.
What the?
So South America guys got busted. They put it out, like released it, like on their label. Like, oh, on my label, I'm starting. Busted.
This takes someone else's.
Yeah. I didn't take any. I just gave it out here. Put it out. Whatever you want to do. But I don't want nothing for it. It's a joke.
Has that been a struggle for you and your band? Because I imagine you're massive in Mexico, South America, anywhere that will.
Spanish, it's big, yeah.
But these are all places in the world that will bootleg your shit.
Oh, dude.
So it's
Mexico. When he started in Mexico, bootlegging was brutal. I mean, hundreds of different shirts. We'd play a gig in the early days, and there'd be a wall of T-shirts. Like, what? We'd sell like 5 shirts at the show, and they'd sell 1,000 outside.
Fuck.
It's like crazy. I still see that, like when they have a wall of shirts, and we'd sell like 10 inside in South America. We can't sell shirts in South America.
It's tough down there,
even Mexico, man. Yeah. It's like we want too much, and the bootlegs are better, and blah 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 blah.
Even to this day, you can't really do anything.
We just went a couple months ago and couldn't sell a damn shirt. I think we did 10 days in Brazil. I think we sold 90 shirts, and the promoter made 100. I go, why? You only made 100? What, are you crazy? Yeah, no, we'll make more. We sold 90 in 10 days, 10 dates. They don't buy shirts down there. Your bootlegs are cheaper, and whatever. But yeah, man, there's been bootlegs going on forever in Mexico. But the one bootleg, the revolution in Mexico was like 93, 94, 95, around there. And when the Mano Negra guys from Spain went down, because they're into the communist revolution thing, and they went down to Mexico to see those guys in the jungle, the Marcos guys, the guys with the bandanas, and down in revolution in Mexico. And he said they came out from the jungle wearing Brujeria shirts as like uniforms. We're like this, like the song Revolucion. It had the lyrics on the back, and they were wearing them down there on the revolutionary guys coming down from the hills with like a rifle stripe, on their strapped up to their back on a horse, and fucking revolve that shit, bandanas covering their face like it's fuck. It's the official uniform.
What do you think when you see that?
That one really hit me like, whoa! I can't believe it went all the way. I mean, that's going all the way. That's pretty impressive to be able to do that. And coming from up here in the States, too. If I was from there, okay, yeah, of course. But I'm from up here, and getting it down there, all the way to the middle of the shit, it's fucking pretty good.
That is crazy to see how far it's come from starting a band in like '89, from like seeing Terrorizer.
Terrorizer, that's where it started, the Terrorizer gig.
So for people that don't know, so around '89, Terrorizer wasn't really allowed to play clubs in
LA. They wouldn't let them, like the Strip wouldn't let them play because their following was just a bunch of greñudos, like Mexican Indian guy, long, straight black hair, just all of them. You'd never seen that many. And the clubs, they were like, no, we don't want that shit. So they wouldn't let him play anywhere. So we saw him in the backyard in East LA, like in Echo Park, I think it was. And we went. It was me, Dino, and Fantasma, and Junior Osicon. We went, and it was in the backyard of the house, and it was packed. I go, fuck, a lot of people here. And he goes, and hey, what did Terrorizer play already? And like, yeah. And I'd go around. I find out that no one spoke English. It was in L.A. Nobody there spoke English. All Spanish. ¿Qué pasó, jefe? Blah 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 blah. No one. All Mexican guys, long hair, going crazy, and no English. I go, damn. If they get this many people here, they don't speak English, and it's in L.A. I go, we got to start a band in español. We got to give them what they want and darle lo que quieren, in español. And that's when I said I got the name Brujería.
Whoa.
And then it just took off from there. Don't use your real names because the shit I'm going to say is not. You don't want to be associated with it.
Yeah.
You don't want to be known for what I'm going to say. And
was it a combination of already having a name in your head and seeing because you went to because your old friend Pat was a DJ at a radio station, correct?
KXLU, Loyola Marymount University college station.
Yeah.
And he had a show like a couple hours on Sunday night or something to play metal.
It was like a Final Countdown hardcore show, right?
Yeah. So he'd be playing the Slayer the first time on radio, Metallica first time on radio.
No, you serious?
It was like 86, 7, 8. 80, yeah, well, but 80. When we went to see him was 89, 90 or something like that. But yeah, he worked with Rick Rubin at Deaf American, and here's the new Slayer. Put it out before play it before it's out, and he'd be the first guy playing it, straight from Deaf American to the station.
Oh shit!
So yeah, he's a guy you got to get on here, dude. He's been in like every punk band in the world. He has like 40 different albums he's on, and he was the DJ. He was the TV guy, and what was it? Which wrestling one? The one in L.A. I forgot the one, but there was an extreme wrestling show in L.A. like way back, maybe about 10 years or more, 15, and he was the TV guy, like doing the announcer. Yo soy Larry Rivera, lucha libre, blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. He'd come out with Brujeria shirts. But
it's kind of funny because how he ended up being, and then you met him, you knew him since you were
high school,
13, right?
Yeah,
crazy.
Since high school. Anyway, so that's the name just came up because like I worked in East LA with a bunch of Mexican people, and they were just talking, it's brujeria, like it's like voodoo, it's like don't there were just women talking shit like that. And then like that night we go and it goes, we got to make a band for this shit, and I just had it in my head and go brujeria. It that scares people. They said, no, eso es brujeria. No, people like, I'm not touching it. I see that reaction and go, oh shit, let's give it to them.
Mm-hmm. Is that black magic or is that witchcraft?
All of it.
All of it.
Yeah.
Because Spanish, for very little I've been diving in, I realized they'll have like multiple meanings.
Yeah, they got the Santeria, they got the negro, they got all, the blanco, they got all different, types of that stuff, different descriptions of it, but it's crazy stuff.
It's weird. I'm learning how to read Spanish and realize those like double meanings sometimes.
Everything popular is double.
Like, so you knew Pat first. How did you? I assume you met Dino through one of his parties.
Yeah, it was. I think it was Napalm Death Show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was there he was wearing a Terrorizer shirt or Extreme Noise Terror. I was one of those old Earache Band T-shirts, and we saw it like no one has. Back in the 80s, no one had those shirts, wearing them and sporting them. And it was a Napalm show, and hey, where'd you get that shirt? And blah, blah, blah. And that's how we hooked up. It's like, we liked the same music before it was cool. Like in 87, that's a long time ago. It's like, I don't even think, there's maybe one Napalm record out or something. 88, something. No, it's been a long time.
It was the very beginnings of like the death metal,
dude,
man.
That was the birth of it all, man. I heard Napalm Death the first time on the radio. Oh, Pat would play Napalm Death. The only guy in the world that played Napalm Death on the radio.
Shit.
I heard that, and I go, fuck, what is that? And called up Pat. Well, Napalm Death, man. Fucking, UK, check it out. And we just all, just got around that music. We were like, there were maybe about 10 fans back then. Napalm's big now. It's like a, name.
Thing.
Yeah. Back then it was just a baby. It was like,
Kids.
Yeah, what's the old drummer, Mitch? He was just a crazy drummer. It was him and Bill Steer on the guitar, Shane. See, I knew him when it was that.
Bill was in that band?
Yeah, he started. That's why when he left for Carcass, it was Shane got pissed. You took my guitar player, Bronca and shit.
Oh, shit, I know that.
Yeah. You didn't? Yeah, well, now you're schooled.
No,
you get to go to school now. Yeah, that was the olden days.
Dude, I'm sitting here in school, dude. For real, man. Well,
you weren't even born then.
I was born in 85.
Oh, you were born barely.
I was shitting my diapers.
Yeah, you were in a diaper when I was fucking, Bill Steers with Napalm.
That's sick.
Yeah, I think at the very first album you could see he's on the picture. I think Shane looks like a little kid with, but I don't remember the first one. I don't even have it anymore. But
I'm just learning like the importance of bands like Terrorizer, Napalm. With a band like Napalm Death really, brought someone like you and Dino together.
Yeah, just listening to that, we met each other and we were fans of the same music, and it was easy.
Mm-hmm.
We were bros back then, really bros. And who else came along then? It just started growing little by little, and got Brujeria going. Let's do Brujeria. We got to give them something in Spanish. And we recorded the first single. Hey, we got like 3 hours in the studio. Like $10 an hour, and let's go record Brujeria because it's hard to get everybody together because Billy was in Faith No More, and he got busy.
Mm-hmm.
And at the beginning he wasn't. He was touring with Metallica and shit like that. And it was hard to get him to go in the studio and record some shit.
Mm-hmm.
So finally we got everybody together and we went in there and did 4 songs in a couple hours. Wrote them, recorded them, mixed them all right there, and that and we had it. And they go, dude, and Dino got a tape and a couple tapes, and he knows everybody in Hollywood at the time. He lived in Hollywood, and he gave one tape to his roommate, Hate Face, white guy from New York, doesn't know any Spanish. He goes, yo, what the fuck? He's one of those New York guys, right?
Gotcha.
Gave him one, and gave another guy, a Mexican guy, that just jumped the border. He's like, I got here Sunday. Llegué el domingo, and he's fresh over the border. And Dino gave him one, and then next day, I go over to Dino's pad and I see the Hate Face Dave with the fucking bandage on his arm. I go, what the fuck happened to you with that big bandage? Oh man, check it out. Takes off the bandage, Brujeria on his arm. I go, what? I goes, I had to be the first guy with the Brujeria tattoo. It's on a white guy, a white long-haired guy. Like this, I had to be the first guy to get a Brujeria tattoo one day out of the studio.
What?
That's the record, dude. One day, somebody, a fan, tattoos his arm with Brujeria. Record. That's a record. If you're in the band, you'll do your own shit, whatever. But if you're just like, you heard it for the first time and you're tattooing yourself same day, Brujeria on his arm, like he doesn't even know what it means. He doesn't even know what it means. He's on his white guy's arm. Like, okay, all right. And then Dino says he saw the little Mexican guy like on the weekend. He goes, and he came up to me and he started singing all the songs. He knew all the lyrics. I go, I don't know the lyrics. I wrote down, I forgot them.
Mm-hmm.
But the kid knew all the songs, and it's like you have to hear it a million. The first record was like, rrr, rrr. You got to hear it 1,000 times to understand any words. There was no lyrics with it. And the kid knew all the songs. He was singing them to Dino. We're like, this is going to work. This thing's going to take care of itself. And it always has. Ever since then, it's like there's no stopping it now. The guy with the tattoo in his arm, like, no, it ain't stopping now.
A white kid was singing Spanish.
He just put it. He didn't know what the fuck it said. He just loved it and put the tattoo on his. I want to be the first guy with the Brujeria tattoo.
That's
one day, hours after the recording, the first recording we ever did.
Okay, so there's a rumor that you were recording records in a matter of a couple of days, and songwriting was like an hour.
Yeah,
a song.
Well, it would be like, okay, Billy's off, from tour, then Dino off from Fear Factory shit. for around Christmas or some, we got like 4 days off. All of us are in LA for 4 days, and that never happened back then. It was like really rare. So let's go to the studio, go to the same old studio, $10-15 an hour,
Is this for the first record?
The first record, the first full-length CD, we got together, I think it was three days. Wrote the songs, played. The first time they played them was actually being recorded, I think, some of the songs. Like, it was like
What?
that. I was writing the lyrics while they were recording the music. And I got a video. I got a video of the very first single we were recording, and like they were doing the music, played, and who's playing drums? We're like this. Like, I don't know. Billy's like, let me try it. No. And then Pat, you could be the drummer. Never played drums in his life. Never played drums in his life. He gets down there and goes, blast. He started off good. The first like, he couldn't make it till the end of the song, but that's all we had. We didn't have a drummer. So it's like, there's a video tag. I think I posted on YouTube or Facebook, a piece of like how we recorded, they're writing the song and I'm writing the lyrics and yeah, and it rained the day before, so there was water and there was a big puddle of water in the recording side of the studio. Pat never played drums in his life, and he's there, and it just came together. And that's the one that got tattooed. I mean, that shit turned out to be, the start of everything. And that's the one that Dave got a tattoo. Oh, you heard it the first time. We just finished writing it. Next thing you know, he's tattooing himself.
Oh, that was probably the first EP.
The Demoniac, the red single.
Yes.
That's the one. But to do the CD, it was like 3 days. We just got there and wrote everything. We need one more riff. I remember we had like 12 songs. We need 13 songs. We need 13 songs. And, everybody's just like, I don't have any. I'm blank.
In 4 days?
Yeah, it was like 3 days because Billy we mixed, the last day was mixing.
So in 3 days, you're like...
3 days we wrote it, recorded it, and good to go. And then we just needed one more song, and it was like, we were calling people, hey, man, we need a riff. Come down. Nah, fuck you, it's late. And I who I called? I got this number. I met the guy, and I met his wife on the airplane coming down today or something like that. And it was Greg Heston. Bad Religion, Circle Jerks, Greg Heston. Mm-hmm. I got this number, and, I met him 2 days ago. I met his wife today on the plane, and I met him at the airport, this and that. Call him. Call him up. Hey, man, Greg, it's Brujo. Come down to the studio. We need a riff. We need one more song to finish the record. And no, fuck that. I can't. That's the last time I ever talked to him. But, sorry, Dave. Sorry, Dave.
Cool guy.
Yeah, I don't think he remembers. He was asleep. But yeah, we need a riff, man. Give us a riff. We finish this thing.
That's sick.
Shit like that was going on.
Oh, I mean, I guess I've only assumed you have time for like one take. You're like, okay, that's the riff, and
well, it was good. They were tight.
Yeah,
it just worked. It's like no one could believe it. It's like, oh, that sounds good. The vocals come on, put some effects all the way. Like, it sounds good. It was a lot of one take shit, and we didn't know that was good. We just did it. It came out that way. Oh, okay, good. We're almost done. And people go, because I'm like, well, you wrote it, recorded it, mixed it all in a couple hours.
It's crazy.
And they hear it, and like, it sounds real. It sounds like it's a Mexican band from the, putting it together in a farm. That's going like the studio was $10 an hour. I mean, it's going to sound like a farm in Mexico. So it was pretty with the name and the whole story behind it and how it sounded. And there was no internet back then. You were helpless. You saw that and you listened to it, you're done. There was no who plays in this, and none of that. You look at the back of the picture of the band with a bunch of, guys, drug dealer guys they busted in a mugshot. That's the band picture. People are like, what? No internet. People going, but some guys, though, I gotta, know everything.
Sure.
About the, nothing. And if you don't know Spanish, you really know nothing. Nothing, because you got to talk to someone in Mexico to know anything about the band back then.
So I heard that you really got like your story down, and that's just what you just threw to the press. And then did you agree like, hey, we're not going to do
what happened?
Interviews? And that's
Yeah, no, I'm like, oh, what am I going to do interviews about? You know, we're not touring. We're not, you know, a real band that's going to go out there, whatever. I mean, Rotor to put us down. They liked it, and Dino just signed Fear Factory and stuff, so they put it out. Like, yeah, put it out. You know, it doesn't matter. Put it out. You know, and it was like I remember. It was Monty, the guy that was like, we did.
That's what this is the.
Oh, there it is. That you see that as a band picture.
That is a band picture right
there.
I never seen anything like that in my life.
And people are like, and they believed it. I mean, it's like there's no way to check it. There's.
Did people believe this?
Yeah, there was like, fuck these guys from Mexico, man. Because all right, like a year before that,
look at your picture. Where
it's like Pablo Escobar young or something.
Where did you find these pictures?
There was old magazines from Mexico. Like, you know, they show like dead bodies, and you know, every week it'd come out and be like car accidents and murders, and you know, just amarista or yellow, you know, press.
Was it called Alarma?
Yeah, those things. Yeah,
okay.
I learned Spanish from those. You look at the picture and like, well, what's it say? You have to learn Spanish to.
Oh shit.
You know, to figure it out, but you know, you have to you got to know what happened, so you got to learn learn to read it. So my Spanish is more Alarma than Mexican. But anyway, so
it is. I don't think people realize that. So
and you know they hear it, and it's
like,
really raw. It's just so fucking raw, and it worked.
Fuck.
They heard it and just blew their minds. I mean, they were buying this single in Long Beach at Zed Records. Like 100, 200 at a time, paying full pop, taking them to Mexico.
Holy shit.
And it just spread. It just spread, just slow. I mean, it just spread. There was no internet. So it'd have to wait till you see, you know, like, check this out. And once somebody tells you, check this out, you're done. Mm-hmm. You're like, what? Play it, and done. So it just spread on its own. Like I told Dino, like, dude, it's going to sell itself. Don't worry about if we play concert, it's going to sell itself. But you know, just for the Spanish, that what it's saying is gonna spread, virus like. And but the thing is, it was great because no internet and people going bananas. People come up. I heard that Tom Araya's the singer. I heard these crazy stories. It's not Billy of Faith no more. It can't be. Except Dino came out. Doing interviews like on one of his albums. Oh, I'm in Brujeria. Like, oh, you ruined it.
You ruined it.
He ruined. He put John Brujo. Put my real name on there and stuff. Like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? And so what he did is he ruined it for himself. So, Asesino, that's Dino. Who's next? Next. They come to me. Brujo. Who's he? That's my only band. There's no other band. My real name doesn't help. It's like you see my picture without the mask, no one's gonna believe you. That's Juan Brujo, the singer. No, it's not. That's not him. It's they're not gonna believe you. So all the attention went to Juan Brujo. Who's Juan Brujo? And it took a lot because the internet didn't get big till what 98. It started
late
97, 98. It started AOL.
Yeah.
Not like it is now. Nothing like it is now, but. It was, and then the internet stories would be all wrong too. Like, these guys killed somebody and to make the record and blah blah blah. And it was Monty Connor's idea. Like, let me put a story that they kidnapped me to get signed. Like I had to sign these guys. They kidnapped me and they were going to kill me if I didn't sign them and put the record out. And he sent it out like that. The one with the head.
Oh shit!
He sent that out. He sent that out to all the radio and the magazines. And they believed it. They're like, "It's Monty, are you all right?" Calling him like, "Oh, how are you alive? Did they, you okay now? Whatever." And he's laughing like, "No, we just made that up." He just, did whatever he wanted. He wanted a piece of the action. And I want a piece. He wrote it himself. Monte Muerte was his name, and that we kidnapped him, made him put out the record, and blah blah blah, and drug dealing, murderous Mexican cartel. I don't know what he. I never saw it. He just, yeah, do whatever you want. And he got mixed. Now you're in. I go, Monty, you're in now.
You were like the last era of bands that was able to do that. Like,
say
something and then it spreads.
It has, and it's a spread where it's still spreading now. It's like, it's you can't stop it. It's a mind of its own. It's a mind of its own. Be careful. It'll get you. Te va a agarrar. Te va a agarrar. Yeah, it's just, it's funny. I mean, it's like, really some amazing stories that back that up. But
it's really crazy how you were able to. I mean, now you back then, I assume you look back. I'm like, you didn't. These weren't. You executed ideas without even trying.
Yeah, let's do, just like, let's put it out in Spanish and don't use our real names. I'll sing about the worst shit you could think of, and I nailed that one. That one got nailed.
Yeah.
The worst, like stuff ¿cómo puedes cantar eso? Y que, escuché el disco y lo tiré de mi casa, throwing it out of the house and shit. My mom found it and threw it away, and all kinds of stories. And then, like I said, no one knew who it was. It was still like, the more you tried to find out, the less you knew.
Wow.
Because they'd tell you the wrong, they'd tell you the wrong thing. Tom Araya said, no, Tom Araya, no, he's not. Sepultura guy, Sepulculo, they never showed up. We had the studio, they were going to come by and do some songs. They never showed up. They told their manager. I go, don't tell your manager, she'll never let you go. Fucking, they told her and they never showed up. Sepulculo. Sepulculo never showed up, motherfuckers. And they went, let us be in Brujeria later. Let us be in Brujeria. No.
You're out, dude.
You're out. Yeah,
you're out. Sorry.
You've been fucking canceled. You've been canceled for that shit. You didn't show up. We had I don't know what we did with that time, but anyways.
I don't speak Spanish, but I know what culo means.
Yeah. See, there's some basic words that are common knowledge and shit, and chichis and culo and verga But so Monty Connor put out that story with the kidnapped him and all this, and he sent it out
Genius.
to the like a professional, record release thing, to press, to radio DJs and all that shit. And more than half of them were like, what? And they believed it. Well, look at these Mexican guys. How could you put these guys? And then some that were Latino were laughing like, oh, no way. It was a funny thing. So then it came time to put it out, and I go, are you going to have a label? Because back then the label thing, that warning, the stickers on the albums, like parental, not for sale for under 18, whatever. That was the big thing back then. It's like, it was going back and forth, and people fighting them out. And he goes, are you going to put one of those stickers on ours? Nah, really? Nah, it's in Spanish. Who's going to know? He's like, they're not going to know. They're, Tipper Gore's going to listen to it, and she's not going to know what it says. So it went out without a sticker, and fucking first day it got released. A call at 6 a.m, like, hey, what's that thing say? What? Would it sell 1 million already? Why are you calling me? First day. And he goes, it's got banned in Europe. And there's, they're going to send it back. They're sending it back, and they got banned for what it says. They want to sue us. And I go, you mean it worked?
Whose idea? Okay, so whose idea was it for this album cover?
Come on, dude. Come on, dude.
Come on, dude.
Who do you think it's going to... Anybody else can tell you, are you going to believe them? Are you going to believe them? Dude, I went into a liquor store, and there was one of those Alarma magazines, and I look over, and I go, fucking head. And I got it, and I go, this got to be our cover.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And everybody agreed that's got to be the cover, So we had to call like the guy in Mexico for the Alarma publisher or whatever. And one of those, yeah. So I walk in the liquor store and like the east side of L.A., Mexican part, saw that, bought it, and I go, here's our cover. And so we had to call the guy in Mexico.
How do you get that approved?
I don't know. You mean like, I don't know how it got sold in the stores. That's why they banned I got called at 6 a.m. They were banning it in Germany because they're like 8 hours ahead, and it got banned, and they're going to send it back. And how could you? We're going to sue you, and blah blah blah. You go, what the fuck's that record say? I go, I told you it was bad. Put a sticker on it. It's going to need it. No, it's in Spanish. No one cares. Español. Le vale verga en español. Fucking. And then 2 hours later, we need that translation now. They're going to return all the Roadrunner catalog. The whole catalog. It says Roadrunner, it's going back.
Oh, shit.
In the world. Oh, dude, we killed the label. I shouldn't say that. Killed the label. Yeah, that was bad. And then it got really bad.
Okay, so this is for people watching and listening. How do you say the first album title?
Matando Güeros?
Okay, is it true that means killing whites?
Yeah. Killing, it never was supposed to leave Mexico. It never was supposed to leave Mexico where it's funny, where it's a funny title.
What the
It never was supposed to. It ends up in Germany, and the first day, it's like, fuck you guys. We're sending the whole Roadrunner catalog back. Fuck this label. Like, oh. In a way, I was like, because it worked. That's exactly what we wanted.
It worked, but why did it work?
I don't know. You figured the head, and I don't know. Good-looking head. Good-looking title, matched.
If you don't, okay. So
with a little Brujeria on it.
Well, unfortunately, once we can't put it up on YouTube, we're going to have to blur it out, but it's
that bad,
it's a
there, you can put
decapitated head.
Yeah, there you go.
On a cover, but no parental advisory.
Yeah, no sticker. Not when stickers were the big thing. Like, oh, no sticker,
And it was a big thing, right?
It's in Spanish.
This is Spanish. You found the loophole. It's wild.
It was the loophole of the day, but it didn't last long. They put it out a couple hours later. It's banned, getting sued and getting returned. So
it kind of worked out because that kind of became like your mascot.
Oh yeah. That
Coco Loco, right?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this. Well, I might as well go into it now. That's the head. Well, they finally legalized they censored it with the black cover and all that shit. So they let it stay released and all that shit. They didn't return any records. So it had a happy ending.
Happy ending.
Yeah, but it made it more like, what the hell's that Brujeria thing? People like, what? They censored it the first day. Like, what? More virus. People like us. Why? I gotta see the original. Good luck finding it. So that that was another part of there goes the virus that way. They want the one with the head on it because the black one came out and that was the one that was for the rest of the time.
How do you do that when a record's already out?
They send back the bad ones and they put out a new one with the black cover on it. I mean, they didn't have to print a million of them. They probably print like 2,000 of them. And send them out again, whatever. And then it's just I have to have the original head. The vinyl with the cover with the head. And so that little part of it went out, and those guys that collect the they had hit those guys. Now they're hooked. You're gonna get them one way or another. It's gonna be like you're gonna get hooked one way or another. And but let me tell you about the head.
Let's do it.
So a couple years passed by after the release, like maybe 2 years, and some guys were having a party in Texas, and they were making a flyer with the head. Ska party, vámonos a la chingada, vamos a tocar, tocada, like Voodoo Glow Skulls was one of the main bands and blah, blah, blah. And they had the head. And they were making copies of Kinko with the head. And they did it. They took their copies and they left like the original in the machine. And a story came out where they found some guy dead with no head. And they put a picture of the guy with the head on. And it's exactly the same, exact of the Matando Güero's head. He looked exactly like it. I mean, you couldn't even, and they killed him the same day of that party. They killed him the same day of that party. And the Kinko guy goes, oh, these kids were in here making copies of that head. Because he saw the story. He was like, oh, they were here. Cops go down there, they get the machine, they get the print. They go to those guys' houses, arrest them for murder.
What?
First degree murder. Like, come on, get in the car. No, it was just a party we're having with a ska party, ska. And, off to jail you go. And then the next day, the news story came out. They arrested the murderers of this, the guy with the head. They haven't found the head yet, but they arrested some teenagers making copies of, of his head, of the pictures of the head and blah, blah, blah. And then people saw it and like, that's the cover of Matando Güero. That's Brujeria record. And they're laughing. They're like 2 guys in jail. And the guy's like, ah! Somebody called the station. That's a Brujeria. That's a record cover. That guy's not the same guy. They're like, oh, what? They looked at it like, oops. Well, release him. You're free to go, guys. You're free to go. So that was like, it's not, you could probably find that story on the YouTube still. Oh, God. I don't know if I have it. I might have it on the Brewcam. I'm Brewcam 13 on YouTube, and I have all these crazy videos saying, no, I got 500 subscribers or something like that, not even that. And I could put anything I want, but dead bodies and all types of shit they don't check. Except the music. If you put the song on there, they bounce it out quick. But before, you could put anything. It's just fucking, it's still there. Some of the shit's still there. Brewcam 13 on YouTube.
Brew Camp 13. Okay.
Brew Cam 13 altogether.
And one word. See if anything comes up. Oh, is this you? I think we found something. Is this? Oh, do we find something?
Let's see. I can't see from here that good. Oh, there's the Trump shit.
Oh,
There's Trump. I'll talk about that.
Oh no!
He showed up at my house. All right. No, I'll talk about that.
I'm looking forward to that already.
I don't see I can't see this far that good. There's P. There's no. I must have missed. There's like a newscaster guy. Well,
Newscaster. We're looking for.
I have to get closer and look. All right. No.
You post some interesting stuff.
No, that's not it. That's Trump. The Trump head. You see that Trump head there on the left?
Yeah.
That was out before when the first day he got fucking went into the race.
Yeah.
That was out. I go, goes, we're gonna build a wall, keep all the rapists out and all the fucking murdering Mexicans. I go, what? And fucking Trump head. Anyways, and I got that Kathy Griffin, that chick that got hung.
Mm-hmm.
Because she came out with a Trump head in her hand. Oh, you didn't know that? Oh God, that was all over every channel.
Oh shit!
It was on every channel. Anyways, we'll go there later. We're looking for. I don't see it there.
I'm afraid about where we're about to go, dude.
Dude, I got stories. I got stories.
We're going deep somewhere. Fuck.
All right, it's not there.
Did you delete
like,
it?
I don't know where I put it. It might have been on the MySpace. Rest in peace. All right. Yeah.
It's probably on your MySpace.
I'll send it to you if I find it. It's like we use it as the intro Matando Güeros now, like a newscaster. Estamos tratando de buscar alguien del grupo Brujería, pero todavía no, it's a news story. Like we use it on the recordings or the intro to on the live shows. But yeah, he comes out and he's saying they found this guy with no head, and these guys are making flyers of his head and the Kinkos and blah blah blah, and they got arrested.
Dates,
and it's like fuck. And the guy looked exactly like the fucking Matando Güeros guy.
Shit, dude.
And it's fucking unreal. And they killed the guy on my birthday too, just to make it even worse.
On your birthday?
It was like this, but that's my birthday. What happened to him? No head. They found him with no head, and here's a picture of him. He's a guy like in a wheelchair.
It's a weird. That.
And they found his body in a field, and I know.
It's a weird coincidence.
It's like what? Oh, damn, I'm cursed.
Life does that.
Yeah, you put a record out with a head on it called Brujeria, you're gonna get cursed.
Man, this band chose you, man. Holy
I did.
Shit.
I said that, that's what I'm saying. I got to go through with it now. I'm here. It's still going. It's still going.
35 years, man.
Wow. Shit, I could be your dad. I've been doing that. I could be your dad just doing it as Brujo.
What we guys?
What's Dino saying there about whatever?
Oh no!
You know how Dino lies.
Oh no!
You know how Dino lies, huh? Just go to anything about Fear Factor and see what's going on there. Anyways, I hope he's doing well.
Shout out to Finn and I watched this.
Yeah. Come on, man. I say they played it for me the other day, and it says, there was a newspaper line in the radio station at Loyola Marymount. There was a Mexican newspaper with Brujeria on it. Like, there's no Mexican newspaper in the fucking radio station at LMU. What are you doing? Making shit up? Like, dude. That's where the name came from. I go, dude. Mexican newspaper line in the radio station at Loyola Marymount.
And LA.
Yeah. It just happened to be one there. Come on, dude.
As soon as we talk about Dino, the fucking lights go out.
That
was sick. He's sick.
I know he's here.
Dude, some energy's following you. It's crazy.
Oh, dude, it's big. You don't even know.
It's kind of a trip.
But it's good. Like, we don't do the shows, and it's just energy's blowing up the place. It's like crazy good. You were there at the Pomona one, right? Or
yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I mean, just people are happy and they love the shit, and knowing these places. Like, you go to an asesino show. Sorry, dude. You go to an asesino show and everybody's drained, like, coming out like sucked dry.
Brutal.
Sucked dry.
You are brutal. Okay, so there's two people, but they are the same person. Is there's someone that you are a friend with, and there's the same person, but that you're in a band with.
Yeah.
Right. So how is it really being in a band with Dino? Because I just know him as like a friendship level.
Yeah, we were bros for it. We had a good time doing it all, but he would have this thing where he wanted the attention, but the attention went to me. It's just, I wasn't looking. I wasn't like begging for it. I wasn't looking for it. It just happens, and he couldn't take it. It's like, dude, I'm not trying to be, you're much a big part of it as I am. It's just the shit's going towards me like that, and he wanted the attention no matter what, and finally he quit because he had to go do something record with Roadrunner and this and that. And we're doing the Rock al Parque festival in Colombia like 5 days later, and he quit. I had to cancel it the last minute, and people were pissed. You'll never play Colombia again. You'll never do. And I'll tell you that story later too. Remind me, brutal story there.
Brutal, dude.
Dude, they're all brutal. I don't know where I'm going to go. We're going to be here for hours.
But how is it working with them, like creatively?
What?
Like as far as like songs.
He'd write the music, I'd do the lyrics and sing, and that's it.
You sick?
Yeah, Raymond was a monster, the drummer. Greñudo was fucking, him and Dino would sit down and just shit riffs. Just shitting riffs out like fucking, it's like 5, slow down. Slow down. It's like in this.
You have to tell them to slow down?
No.
Okay.
They were.
I'm sure, but.
They would just, get together and just shit, they just come out. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, as fuck, I got to write faster, because I only got 2 done. Hurry up. Fuck. It just happened, dude. It just would happen.
When you're writing songs that fast, is there like an element of pressure there? Or
no, none. There's none. It's just like
you're just,
it came out here. Tried, first time I ever sang it, recorded, done. It's like I didn't even get to practice it. Just first time came out, and it was all raw. I mean, if you hear those old stuff, it's like put it down as is. It was like an 8-track, tape player recording the song. So it was like, I don't know how we got that sound out of it. It's like System of a Down when they were like rookies. Where'd you record that demo? We want to sound like you guys, running all blue this now. We took them to see. They were like this. What a dime. It was just a dime. It was really bad. $15 an hour. And they recorded a demo with Billy. I don't know how it came out or what. But they got signed and they're rich now anyway, so. But yeah, they all, we want to record where you did. I go, you sure? I don't think so. No.
Let me show you.
Yeah.
That's sick.
System of a Down in there. Oh man. Anyways, where were we? I got too much to say.
How do you pronounce the name of the third record?
Which one? Brujerizmo?
Yes.
Brujerizmo. That's the one that got nominated for a Latin Billboard award.
Did it?
Yeah, we were. You know who beat us? Shakira. We're in a category with Shakira. Like, go figure. I want to go just to see her. No, I already met her before, but she beat us. It was Shakira and a band called La Ley from Mexico. Brujerizmo. All right, look it up. Look it up. I think it was the 2001 Latin Billboard Music Awards. New rock category. Oh shit! You're not gonna. It's hardly anything on. There's like one website that have info on that. Billboard Awards winners or something like that. Back in Latin Billboards or
Latin pop of the year.
2001.
Keep going. But that record came out in 2000.
It came out in 2000. 2001, it was nominated for the Latin Billboard. Like, they come out a year later. But Shakira won it. Like, fuck, they just made that category to put Shakira. Oh, you found it?
Latin Rock Album of the Year. MTV Unplugged Shakira. She did a fucking Unplugged record?
I don't know anything about her. So she's a little girl, though. I met, like this tall, real skinny, like, piece of shit. Oh, it was like, she was cool. She was cool. It's like, I didn't like her. I thought her music was shitty.
Oh my goodness.
Anyways.
Who wrote this nominee list?
I don't know. That's what I want to know. I wanted to go find out who nominated us, by the way. It's always some long-haired guy, the weed-smoking guy in the back. Hey, I threw it in. It's always that guy. But is it there? It's not the album of the year. It was just some category, new artist, Billboard, Latin Billboard Music Awards.
That's an accomplishment at least.
Yeah, they sent us tickets to go to the show. It's like, it was in Miami.
And you went?
No, I didn't go. They gave me the tickets the day before, like to make sure I didn't go. Oh, we FedExed them to you. Like, when? And the day before it shows up, I go, well, what am I going to do now? They fucked me. They didn't want us there at all to lose. We'd be like, fuck Shakira, They didn't make sure we didn't go. Because I had to ask them, where don't we get tickets? Oh yeah, huh? And we'll send you some day before the show, assholes. Oh, well. We'll get another one. I'm working for that. I want to go. I want another shot being in one of those award shows with the mask on. And in this category, we have Brujeria. I want to be the guy on the TV. Anyways, we'll get there again.
How did you? What did you think about those songs when you were hearing them? Was the process still the same? Hey, we got fucking 3 days.
Yeah. With that one we had a couple more days because we did
5 days. Yeah, 5.
Something like that. And then wow. 2 weeks later we'd have a couple of days and
okay.
So Dino did it, tightened up the mix and whatever, and then vocals were coming out good.
What did you think?
Took our time with the vocals.
What did you think when you were hearing those songs?
They were fat and it was just Brujeria. I was like, okay, that one works. That one's good. By then we were just like, okay, good. It's either all right. Here's the test, the Brujeria test. If the songs are good, it didn't matter what me and Dino said. Didn't matter. What we do, we'd mix, get a rough mix in and this and that, get it down pretty good. We call in Raymond. Raymond, we got like 6 songs. You got to hear him. Let us know what you think. So he'd come in there and he'd be all, he was all a serious guy. He comes in, long hair, and he's sitting there like this, like, all right, play it. And we start playing it, and he was like this, like, huh? Did he say, yeah, he start laughing, and he'd fall out of the chair, and he fucking like throw his arms like the shades on the window, he knocked them off, like boom, oh fuck, and he's just laughing, like and Dino looking at each other, okay, that one works. Okay. So next one.
This is a keeper.
Next one, he was like, that was killing me though. La Migra, he's like, it's La Migra's killing me, and play the next one. Huh? What? The hook comes in. One of them killed him was the Mecos. Mecos. Girl singing Mecos. Boom. I didn't see the guy hit the floor so hard laughing, kicking chairs and shit. He'd go nuts. And that's the reaction we had to have from Raymond to know the song was good. Didn't matter what me and Dino said. Didn't matter. Raymond had to be... some songs he was like this. What? Is that it? Okay, Dino's like, hit it, stop it, next. He would like go in like about 10 seconds and he was like, all right, that didn't work, next. If he didn't laugh, it didn't go out. And every single one he laughed at, dude, was big, monster songs. Brujerizmo, that's like a monster hit.
How did you, first of all, that's a crazy process, it's great.
That's just the way it happened, because you know what, doesn't matter what we say, if he don't like it, it's not, he's going to tell us if he likes it. And then he couldn't tell us because he was laughing so hard. Never seen a guy, that big guy like that, laughing so hard where having a seizure. Knocks the blinds off the window. Boom, they go flying. I'm like, fuck. I guess he likes it. Yeah, that was great. Doing that, it's like, you can't have more fun than that, making music.
That sounds like so much fucking fun.
And now I can't get Dino and Raymond together if my life depended. If we did that,
What do you...
If we did that, it'd be all over.
Mm-hmm. You guys probably haven't talked in the same room in a long time.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're fine, man.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Dino, but he just fucking cut away and left us for Dino. I'm still the same guy, dude. I'm having fun. Raymond could use some fun shit. I don't know where he's at, but fucking you can't get him, they would shit riffs. But anyways.
Fear Factory and you guys just you deserve so much credit what you did for like the heavy scene. Because when your band came out, there's nothing like it. Nothing
well, you know,
like it, dude.
the Brujeria was before Fear Factory. It was like, you know, you joined Brujeria and you became rich and famous in another band later. And, you know, like Faith No More, Billy would tell me, I'm going to quit Faith No More. It's not working. We toured Metallica. We're not selling records. You know, I might as well do Brujeria. Mm-hmm. I go, dude, I go, it was Christmas time when he was home. I go, relax. In a couple months, it'll be the Grammys. They'll nominate you. You probably win, and you'll be huge. And fucking a couple months later, they nominated them, and MTV played their songs every, like, you know, half hour. And they got, and then boom. Never saw him again for like 5 years. It was like on tour the whole time.
It sounds like you and Dino or Raymond were really close friends.
No, we weren't close. I mean, Raymond, we'd only see him in the studio. We didn't hang out. You know, we didn't hang out or anything. Just like, you know, we're recording, all right. Shows up and leaves, comes back. If he doesn't laugh, he doesn't go out. And he was there the minimum time. The minimum time. We never. I hung out with Dino a lot. We and Dino would hang out and we'd be buddies and stuff. And so we'd be there working the songs the whole time. Raymond would just play and leave.
Typical drummer.
Yeah. And when he's sitting riffs, he started playing a riff, and Dino's like, oh, you know, grab the guitar. I go, dude, all right, next. No one, it would be all cool, like, yeah, that was good. You know, next one. They just keep shitting him.
When was the last time you were in the same room with Dino?
Well, I saw him at one festival. Like, hey, Dino, what's up? And he just turned around and walked away, like, you know, I wasn't there. He doesn't talk to me. He just runs from me. Runs away. I go, whatever, dude, whatever. You know, I'm looking for him, not whatever.
What's it going to take for you guys to talk, you think?
I don't know. He's got to be down to earth. I don't think he's been down to earth for a long time. Hey, dude, you look at me, dude. You know, hey, let's make a record. All right, you know, let's go. But, you know, I'm the easy one. Raymond would come back too, I think, you know. But with Dino there, it's like, Billy will never come back if Dino's there. He's like, he won't do it with me or Dino. But Billy wasn't really there for the meat stuff. He was like, he came in like when, you know, add a couple songs, whatever. But it was good. Like, oh, no, Billy and Dino, they didn't like each other, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know. But we get together and we make great songs. We just get together and we forget that you like them or not or whatever, and we just sit there and the songs come out, and they it's like, you know, we don't care if I like you or not. We're working together and it's working, and it's a whole different. I don't know. It's this connection that's made that doesn't matter what you do, it's going to be good. You know, and then it's over, and then you go back to hating them. It's like, you know, okay, whatever, it's back to normal. But when you get together, it was, you know, you didn't want, like, Billy wouldn't want to do it, but he couldn't stop. Like, he was like, no, it's good. He did the marijuana song, and he was in the studio at home, just like tweaking it, like, fuck. Because Dino didn't want to do that song. It took him a year to get him to do it, and then Billy mixes. I don't want to mix anything Dino does. It's like, fuck me. And then, you know, he heard it, and next thing you know, he's in the tweaking the shit out of it, you know, making it happen. Anyways, those were the days.
It's almost impossible to keep the balance of everybody together.
It's easy with Brujeria. You just have to get rid of what you have before you go in there. Dino can't walk in with what he has on him, you know, all the negative shit, you know. If he just like, you know, if he would just come in laughing, like, he was such a good guy when he was laughing. You make him laugh, you felt good. He's laughing good, you know, like Raymond. Raymond's, yeah, but, you know, when Dino's happy and laughing, he's a good guy. Mm-hmm. And when he's pissed and this and that, fuck, get out of the way. You know? But I was there, and, you know, I was with them in the bad times too. Anyways,
I'm sure there's a lot of bad times.
Yeah, but he's coming. You know, he blamed everything on me. It's like, whatever he's saying now, it's like, whatever, dude. I don't even care what you say. It was like, you know, it's not true. But it's too bad. It's too bad.
But at least you guys will always be bonded by those tunes. Those songs are gonna last forever.
Yeah, they're going to last a long time. I don't know where they came from, or they just got done. They just got done.
It can sucks because you guys can't share this moment. Like me and my chick were just sitting back watching Ozark, and then
How about that, huh?
and
How about that?
And there's a moment where they're fucking torturing the guy with loud death metal. I guess is a thing that
Yeah, the cartel guys took him kidnapped him to Mexico, put him in the dungeon and tortured him with music, and it was Brujeria.
Is this it?
I mean, Brujeria was made for that. That's what we want.
Fuck,
we got what we want. It's like the Roadrunner. Return the Roadrunner. It's the same thing. We made it for this.
How did this happen?
Somebody told that hey, the perfect music to torture a guy in Mexico, Brujeria is the only one. You can't.
Fuck.
You can't, if you don't choose Brujeria, the whole program's no good. The whole program goes on the toilet. It's got to be Brujeria in that scene, dude. Come on. So some long-haired guy smoking weed's like, is that Brujeria? That'd be the good one.
100%.
There's no other Mexican, Spanish band that could do that, and you believe it. It'd be the end of, the show wouldn't work after that. But it was just a great show. I liked it.
It's one of my favorites. Did you see anything? Was there a change after this came out? Because this is actually how I really got into your band.
Shut up!
Yep.
It got you.
Yeah.
The virus. It's the virus.
It's still.
We had to get on Netflix. So
I got sick as fuck, dude. I'm affected, dude.
Dude, I'm telling you, it goes out like little buds to hook people. Like
years later, dude. Crazy.
It got you.
Got me.
That's how it happens.
Did you
It's a good thing, though. It's a good thing. You'll enjoy it.
I mean, did you notice like a difference? Like, oh shit! More people just randomly find out about my band.
Well, I knew like the first day when the guy tattooed his arm, I knew it was like, okay, this thing's working something. I had to be the first guy with the Brujeria tattoo. Like, huh? Just hours after we gave it to him. That's when I knew that. I knew from the beginning that it's just gonna spread itself.
You just knew you had.
We didn't like our first show we ever played was 2003. We never played a show till 2000, and our records were out in 90.
So you had 3 records.
We had 3 albums out, and we hadn't played a show.
So you're getting offers, and you're just saying no to them.
Well, no, it actually. Well, we get offers when I can't get the band together; they're all touring. But there'd always be a Brujeria, somebody pretending to be Brujeria, passing out flyers like, oh, Brujeria va a tocar. People go, not Brujeria.
You serious? Oh shit!
They're playing, acting like they're Brujeria and this and that, and it would like be a disaster. It didn't end nice.
I mean, just talk about building a hype.
Well, that's our first show ever, right there. Chicago.
Is it?
Yeah.
Chicago?
Yeah, first show. I was born in Chicago.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's that CD I had. They were the first shows we ever did.
Wait a minute, you were born in?
I was born in Chicago.
Oh shit! I didn't know
There's
that.
There's Dino right there. He's skinny.
Sick as fuck.
We had, I don't know, 2,000 people. I don't know, first show.
Is that the Aragon?
Yeah. How'd you know? You nailed it.
Oh wow. Okay.
First show at the Aragon.
What the? How?
I was a rookie. That was my first show ever with a mic.
Okay, and also people, I don't know if people don't know, but this is your first and only band.
Yeah, that's it.
And that's your first show.
That's my first show.
What
ever.
the fuck?
He said, it starts off slow. We started out with a couple thousand people. First show.
How do you do that?
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, it just spreads itself, and things come together like that. It's crazy, dude. And then we'd go like in those days, like our first show ever, like in Mexico, those type of shows. It'd be like the Beatles at the airport. Oh, you're the guy, the cops. You're the guys that are causing that shit outside. What shit? Open the door. Bah! It was like the Beatles. We had to run to the van and get out of there. I go, what the hell's going on, man? It's like, what the hell? It's crazy shit. South America would go nuts. Chile, they had a tank outside the venue, like a police tank, like a real tank, and about 50 guys on horses, like ready for the show. I go, what's that? Oh, that's for your show. I go, we don't have that in our show. What the fuck is that? No, they're here to, make sure nothing happens. Oh man, the tank. But like down there, the cops get the flyers and like it's a Brujeria gig, yeah. They go down there just to bust heads open, dude. They fucking tear gas everybody and go busting heads. The cops got the flyers and they're like, yes. Fuck. I'd hate to be down there, but it was crazy shows.
Okay, so yep, there you go, Aragon Ballroom, Chicago, October 2nd, 2003.
That was that first show. Yeah, 2003. So 3 albums out, nominated for Latin, and still no show. No one, who are these guys?
A band for 14 years.
Yeah.
And then that is wild.
I don't know. I don't know. Is it?
It is.
Okay. Yeah, because I've never, that's how it happened to us. Was, I didn't know it was, I thought everything could be like that. I thought Van Halen came out like that.
Yeah, because you don't really have, especially what, your chosen, band, you don't really have, anyone to follow or, imitate.
Oh, dude, there's nothing. Come on. We did this because there's no, all the bands from Mexico are singing in English. It's just nothing. We need to give these guys, at that terrorism, we need to give them what they want, Spanish. They like them, the terrorizer, the napalm goes, you don't know the fuck language that is. It's like, let's give it to them Spanish where they understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Good call.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's easy. Call it Brujeria. That's voodoo. That's like, don't stay away from that shit. And don't worry about the lyrics. I know what to say. I hardly know Spanish, but I know what to say.
Dude, what a show.
Dude,
okay.
The next show was there was 200 people on the stage. Oh, anyways, it's on that CD right there. It's like you have to see it to believe it.
So did you go from Chicago to California?
Yeah. When I was a kid, my parents went back to California, L.A. and shit.
So your parents are originally from
yeah, they're Mexican.
Mexico, okay. And then you went straight to L.A.
Yeah. Live there, my home. Oh, put that peach one on. See that second one there on the right? That one. Here's our recruit ads on MySpace.
Pinche Peach, right?
Yeah.
What's this?
It's our recruit video. One of them. We had a couple of them. Dude.
Wait, what?
Watch. Turn it up louder. Can you hear it? You want the girls to like you?
Oh.
¿Quieres que te vean el poder que puedes mostrar? Que eres un cabrón, que eres un chingón. Por hoy soy chingón.
Today I'm chingón. I heard the brujería.
Tengo dinero, tengo viejas, tengo marihuana y tengo el poder.
I got the power.
Todo por brujería. Hacer un miembro oficial.
Okay, so exactly what is the purpose of this?
Just to get fans, just like be part of the brujería, street team or club.
Oh shit! Okay.
And that was on the record. I think the Extremist Hits or whatever, and we put it out. It was like MySpace back in the day, putting videos up and like that, and there was a couple of them. Like some were pretty funny. We had when we were recruiting guys, like there was a bunch of kids going through tires, like like a terrorist, video where they're training them and stuff.
Yeah.
And I sent it out in an email saying. Satanic band is recruiting children for their cult and blah, blah, blah. And I sent it out. It was 3 a.m, 9/11.
Oh, wow.
Satanic terrorist band recruiting their children. I go, oh, the FBI will be here tomorrow. And sent it out 3 a.m. A couple hours later, the fucking planes hitting the building. I'm going to look for that email because no one believes it. I'm going to show everybody what time it went out, what date.
What a weird coincidence.
Dude, that was to hang me. It's like, terrorists, satanic terrorists recruiting. Oh, man. And that happens? Oh, man. I thought for sure they were going to come take me away. I hid everything. I was cleaning out the house like fucking. They'll be here any minute now. They never showed. That time they never showed. That time.
That time.
Yeah, later. There's another one I got to tell you about the Trump.
So there was a Trump one.
There was a Trump one.
A Trump. You got a knock?
Yeah. And the guys with the bulletproof vest and the guns at the door.
What happened?
They want to talk to me about those Trump singles they had put out.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah, Trump boys. I go and say, you here because Trump said, yeah. What's this shit about? You're going to start to kill Trump, whatever. I go, well, we killed Pete Wilson and nothing happened. On the Raso de Ala record, the intro, we killed the governor of California. No one ever came. I was waiting. I was like this,
Here we go.
Nothing. When they cut the guy's head off, and they found his body over there, we're going to call Brujeria, see what's up. No. Never called. I'm like, fuck. No one's ever going to call. I got a bunch of they never called stories.
So you would put out a song and anticipate, oh, wait, there's probably going to...
Yeah, and nothing ever. You killed the guy. I called Jello Biafra. Jello, we need an intro to our record. Now you're a major label. Now you don't need my help from a little. You went for the money. And Jello's lecturing me like Jello Biafra could lecture, and I go. He goes, "What do you want me for, anyways?" And I go, "Well, if you would have done it, you would have been Pete Wilson, the governor. Why? So we could kill you." And he was like, and I heard the phone drop, like, and then I hear like a laugh, like he was running up and down his house, laughing really hard, like that Jello laugh. And he was like, you could tell the phone was on the floor. I go, what the hell? What's going on? And he come and pick up the phone. I'll be Pete Wilson, but you gotta kill me. You gotta kill me, because you knew the cops would come get me. I go, yeah, we're gonna kill you. We're going to kill him, dude. That's the intro of the record. We're going to use, dude. The next day I had a tape. FedEx, the next day came in like, what? He did it all? That whole cassette full of that shit. Pete Wilson. Oh my God. He FedExed it. He was that into it. Laughing up and down the high, dude. Yeah, I don't think he's ever laughed that loud or that hard. And when that was the beginning of the Racio the other record, that killing Pete Wilson, because he came up Prop 187, like it was like totally, I forgot to tell you, I met Pete Wilson, the governor. I was at a Grammy party for Faith No More. Was nominated for a Grammy. And they have the day before, they have a party at the Paramount Theaters and whatever, really fancy shit. We didn't know. It was like the first time any metal band got nominated. We didn't know you had to go in a tuxedo and shit. And, I was like in a leather jacket, Brujeria hat, and a T-shirt, and Billy was like,
As he should be.
Yeah, Billy is just in a shirt that you'd see him in a video in. And we're in there, and we're walking through the crowd, and it was like by the bar, we're trying to get out, and it was free drinks for everybody. So the bar area was packed with freaking musicians going nuts. Mm-hmm. So we're going this way, and Pete Wilson's coming this way, and all of a sudden he's right in front of me. I go, oh, the governor. And I said, hey, let him through, man. Let him through. He's VIP. And he looks at me, turns around, covers his wife.
No.
Covers his wife like this, like, get away. I'm like, what? Get the I was the only Mexican in the whole place. Out I went. Now there's no Mexicans. Out I went. It's like
one is zero real quick.
Yeah. I was because I look around. There's no Mex. There's all white people in suits.
It's one too many.
Yeah, it's like out I go. Pa fuera, way. Pa fuera. And I go, fuck, man. He fucking. I don't understand. He covered his wife. It's like, don't touch her.
Why?
To protect her from me. I don't know. I didn't look good in the party, whatever. So I said, okay, there's white people act that way. I forgive it. I've been around a long time, and I remember the 70s. But, hey, whatever. I don't care. He's the whatever. And like two months later, he comes out with these laws that were Mexican, deport Mexicans, as soon as you find them on the street, and Prop 187 and all this shit. And the election passed it, and the Supreme Court said they're so radical that they threw them out. But they were all anti-Mexican. I go, what the fuck is this fucker doing? 187, proposition to fuck up Mexicans. Pissed me off. So that's why we got the song where we kill him. We got to kill this fucker before he runs for. He did run for president. The word's got to get out that this guy's a racist, fucking by far. And he never did anything. Didn't send shut me down or whatever. Why? Because he is racist. You'd lose. Like, that guy is racist. You're going to go, how are you going to fight and lie behind, saying you're not? You're going to, whatever.
Yeah. Well, you can't really take back kicking out the one Mexican and a
Yeah,
girl,
yeah.
she
Throw the
can't.
one Mexican. We'll throw the one white guy out with Jello Biafra. We're gonna kill you. Oh my God.
But
anyway, that was the Pete Wilson one, the Trump one. The Trump one is like, I had I was like in between tours, and I was staying at my mom's or my sister's, and they went to my sister's house first, knocked on the doors. They had guns and looking in the house and all that shit because they had a Ring camera and they could see them. And I go, fuck. When did they get the call? Where the FBI? What's that new one called? The I don't know what the new one is. The one that they made after 9/11. Whatever, FBI agent, whatever. We got to talk to John Leppi, blah blah blah. And they got me at my mom's house. They go, we're going down there right now. All right. And I went to my mom's house where it was all neat and clean. They're not going to suspect
No weed,
thing.
no,
Yeah,
not weed anywhere.
all the shit's in a box outside, parked down the street. Guns and everything. All the shit's out of the house. And
Jesus.
and they show up and they got bulletproof. And my mom lives in one of those old people things. The park with it's like you got to be 90 or over and I go, okay, come down here, and they put on vests, they got rifles. I go, dude, what are you doing? And everybody in the neighborhood's like, what? Oh, man. And, open the door, like, oh, what are you doing? And they come in, they ask me all these questions. Like, why do you hate Donald Trump? I go, because he hates us. Like, he hates us first, dude. He's building a wall. Shit, I'm going to say so. I'm in a band. I get free speech. I can say whatever I want. And, they kept asking me questions, and then they go to the part where they're profiling you, like, why do you hate your family? I go, hate my family? This is my mom's house. She's down the street. I see her every day. How come this, you don't get along with your family, or you hate your family, or why do you hang out with drug addicts and this and that? I go, they're in a band.
Why were they asking you that?
Profiling, because if you fit the profile, then you're like, okay, he fits this profile. He's crazy. Put him in Guantanamo. But everything they asked me was like, I'm like, no, I don't hate my mom. She's right down the street. I see her every day. And then I forgot what other question, but it was all stupid questions. I just answered the wrong way for them, and like they couldn't get anything on me. I go, stop the profiling, dude. You're wasting your time. It's a joke. You want to take me in and make me rich and famous. I'll be on CNN tonight.
Oh no!
I'll be on CNN tonight.
That.
I'm like this, and the guy's like, it's like, or we're gonna go. Right when I started talking like that, they just got up and left. They sign a paper saying if I'm crazy, they're gonna take me away. All right, sign it, and you're not gonna find nothing. So they came to take me away, profile me. They looked at my house, looked at my room. Are there guns in here? I go, no, I'm not trying to raise an army to go against Trump. I go, fuck, I'm not doing what he's doing.
Because of a single that you put out.
Well, there was two of them.
There's two of them.
One was like a year before the election. When he first said he's going to run, I came out the next week with it. We're going to build a wall. Oh, fuck you! You're going to build a wall. It's that bad. Mexican rapist, and cartels killing Americans. Like, oh, come on! It's like my whole family crossed the border like that, and they're not no rapists or kill.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck are you coming out like that? It's a murderous, Mexicans and blah. It's like fuck. So he pissed me off pretty good, and we came out with the Presidente Trump. Like he won the election, and he did win. I never figured that, but he did win, and it looked like a good thing. Like, oh look, President Trump. He's a year before he's expecting it.
Mm-hmm.
I think we killed him at the end, but now it's just giving him a haircut. Cutting that hair off. Oh, okay. And
it's a brutal song too. It's a great song. I'm like, damn, this is a sick ass single. It should have been on like a record or something.
Yeah, there was like 600 singles or whatever, different color ones going out. And the second one was Amaricon Sar, like a Russian. He's in with the Russians. There's a video of like some Russian hooker pissing on his face in a jacuzzi. I don't know if you ever seen that piece of art, but that was going around for a while. Like, oh, dude, he's fucking in with the Russians. It's him and Putin and some hookers pissing on his face. There it is. Amaricon Sar. Amaricon.
Is this the cover?
That's the cover, yeah.
Actually, what's even more impressive is that you had a label to back it. Like, I would assume they'd be like, hey, maybe you shouldn't put.
Well, it was a single. It's like, what are they gonna do? Just tell us not to sell it? It wasn't on an album. We don't.
Another loophole.
We didn't put them on the albums. I told
You
Monty,
know loopholes.
don't put it on the album because they'll pull the album. But the single they could pull all they want. And then people want it more. So they pull it like what they pull. It's like what was it? Why'd they do it? The more wanted than before. So he sent the fucking FBI down to my pad.
Who do you think? Yeah, who do you think found that song and then sent someone to you?
Right. And they have
right?
Trump has a lot of those. They're online, looking shit up like anything with Trump and it's all it's going to be bad if it's not good. And the first single was President Trump. It's like, oh, you're singing about Trump being president before he's elected. So I got away with that one. That one went clean. But the Amari Konsar one with him with the Russian uniform on, it didn't work. That it came out right away.
Shit.
They came out quick. And then I told him, hey, it's been like 8 months since that thing came out. What's taking you so long to get down here? I was waiting. I've been waiting for you for 7 months. I gave up waiting. What happened? We got a lot of work to do. And he just looked down because we got a lot of work to do. There's a lot of people talking shit about Trump when they have to go check it out. Because he's Trump. So Trump knows about this? They're not coming to see? Yeah, he heard. Yeah, he knows. He's the one handpicking who you're going to go get. So Trump knows Brujeria. There's a little virus going on. The people looking for Brujeria shit to say it's bad or anti-Trump. But the new album has a Trump song where it's I'm missing the hate I love. It's like I lost the love of hating him. I want him back. It's like I miss him. It's a song about I miss him. I miss hating him. Every day I woke up hating him and just hate and feeling good. And now he's not president. I miss that hate. I love the hate. The hate I had. Every day I'd wake up mad. What's he doing? What's he doing? And I miss that. That's what the song's about. I miss him.
You have a very creative mind.
I miss the love.
And what's also special is that you actually put it out on music.
Yeah, it's out. It's gone.
Do you know
that came out in the COVID days, I think.
You know what's also kind of lacking in our genre is like bands, artists are they're just scared of getting political or saying what's on their mind for whatever reason. They don't want to divide the audience that they worked for, and it's very rare to have an artist like you that just fucking says it and does it, and boom, there it is.
I got to confess, my favorite band as a kid was when I was a little punky was Dead Kennedys, and the way Jello comes out talking about shit about politics and all that shit just like blew my mind. And so Dead Kennedys were my favorite band. Like fuck, I want to be like them. So all our songs are like stories. I'm singing long stories, whatever, doing it like Dead Kennedys would. And one time I saw an interview with Jello, and it said, "What's your favorite band?" And Jello goes, "On the left, it's Brujeria." And I go, fuck, that's Dead Kennedys were my favorite band. And he's saying that Brujeria is his favorite band. I go, that one was one of those, it was one of those
moments, huh?
Yeah. The lights turn on and you floating around.
You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Brujeria. And I go, fuck. And the reason there's Brujeria is because Dead Kennedys really was a big influence on that, all the shit they talk about and didn't care. They're a great band live, too, fuck. It's been a long time.
What happened to our music? Or it just
sold out. It's just sold out. Some things sell it easy and they make money, whatever. Do the dies, do the next one. It's like whatever. I've only done Brujeria. It's like I just do what I have to do. If I'm pissed, I'm going to sing about it. It's like it's not going to get away. Matando Güeros. It's like we've been treated so bad. Me as a kid. I felt it. And that's not just something I see. It's like I'm part of that hate. And here, take this. Here's how I feel. Matando Güeros. And it worked. I mean, it worked for if you're Latino, Hispanic, whatever. You hear it, and you're gonna love it. It's gonna hit you. But the American, the Gabacho types and the haters, they're not gonna like it at all. If they don't like it and they really get pissed off, that what kind of hater they are. You know, so it's always been that way. It's going to be like, you know, how I feel. If I don't feel it, it's not going to be good music.
Yeah.
Not at least on the vocal side of it.
Do you think it could come back? Do you think that there can be a band newer or even already existing that could kind of just someone just needs to start the,
It would be a miracle if there was another band like how this started. You know, it's like first show is, you know, thousands of people, you know, everybody's telling, oh, it starts slow. There's, you know, the thing, you know, I'm like, oh, does it? And it's weird. Just I don't know. Everything I've experienced is like one of a kind shit that I don't know of till like way later. It's like, you know, I didn't know things were like that. You know,
your band's one of a kind.
I don't think there's going to be another one. I don't think it's possible. We hit before the internet came on, so that made it really hard for like, you know, the experts to figure out, you know, who's in the band and all that. And when they find out, it's like Billy goes, what? You know, it's like blows their mind even more. It's like, you know, because he became big time with Faith No More. And Fear Factory too. They got big. They had their time too. And all, you know, Carcass came on, and then all of a sudden they came back big. You know, everybody that's been in Brujeria, joined Brujeria for even a little bit, leaves, and their other band gets huge. You know, Shane came on with Napalm. Napalm Death, they fucked it up. It's going down the toilet. We owe money for Roy. Blah blah blah. I go, dude, let's do this tour, and it'll help you out. And boom, Napalm Death turned around and got big, and got out of their hole. You know, I could keep going with the list of bands, but you know, a lot of them, like there was no Fear Factory when we started Brujeria. You know, that came later. And then, like I said, Billy was joining. He was like, I'm going to quit Faith No More and just do Brujeria because I can't. Faith No More is not working. I go, what? And boom, you know, it's a little magic that you come in and it hits them the right way and things turn around for them.
Yeah, because Faith No More has been around since '83, right? So
they've been around. Yeah, they were like went to high school with two of them, and it was Faith No Man and then they did one record with the old singer. When they did the new record in 1989 or 90 with Mike Patton, is when that thing started turning around. But it didn't hit till they got nominated for the Grammy, and that's when they blew up.
Wow.
So we were out there with, you know, Governor Pete Wilson in front of us, and, you know, I'm like, you know, I'll tell you this story. We were doing at the Grammy party there. We, you know, I took a lot of coke. Let's do it. You know, we got to get crazy. So I tell Billy, I'll go in the stall. You wait outside the stall, and when I come out, I'll give you the shit and do it. And so I'm in the stall at the Grammy party doing coke and shit, just shoveling it in. And then all of a sudden the bathroom gets quiet, and I'm like, why is it so quiet? And I fold the shit up. I'm like, it's not. There's a vial. Put it in my hand. I opened the door, and I opened the door, and it was Pete Wilson. And I'm like this, like giving him, like, you know, I maybe thought I, you know, shake my hand or something. And he looked at me like I was just frozen. I was like, there's two Secret Service guys behind him, and the governor right in front of me, and I'm giving him fucking cocaine, and fucking, and he just goes like this, like don't touch me, like, you know, like that. He's like, don't touch me. And I was like, what? Get out of the bar, you know, this and that. And they pulled me out and whatever. But he went, threw his hands in the air and turned around and said, don't touch me. And I didn't know, like, what the hell was that about? And later on, we met face to face, and he covered his wife. I go, he just hates Mexicans. Because, you know, I've always been the brown kid. So it's like, I already know when people act like that, what it's about. It's like, okay, you know, that's what that is. That's easy. So, but and then going into the stall, would do the cook. I'm waiting for the stall door to open. I open it. It's that achy breaky guy. What's that guy?
Achy breaky guy.
Who's the guy? The dad of one of the girls. What's the achy breaky guy? Cyrus, Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah, Jay. Great job, Jay. He knew.
Yeah. He's coming out of the stall, and I'm going in, and I go, hey. And he goes, howdy, and he's a nice guy.
Hey man, you want any coke?
Yeah, he already had it.
Oh, he already had it.
He's already hitting it.
Got it.
And he was coming out and going in, all right. And then they came out, and it was the governor, like, oh, dude. Billy, everybody took off. Everybody was outside the bathroom. I'm in there giving him coke. Oh, man, what? And then I got away. I didn't let me go. So, you know, something's taking care of it, but I don't know how I got out of that one.
Insane.
Dude, I've gotten there's still a lot of shit.
Insane.
There's a lot of shit I got to tell you that we've mentioned, but we haven't gone back. It's a lot of shit.
Okay, you said re-mentioned Colombia.
Oh, the Colombian thing. Yeah, so
Speaking of cocaine.
Dino quits the band, and I go, dude, we got the festival to do. It's like 80,000 people. We're the headliners. I'm not. We looked for someone else to play guitar, couldn't do it. It just came through, and you'll never come down here again to play this. Blah blah blah.
That's unfortunate, man.
And so probably like about 4 years later, I call up, talk to one of the persons there, and they were like, "Well, when is Brujeria going to be on there?" Thinking they forgot. No, they said never. We'll never have Brujeria for what you did before. They're never going to even think you, so don't even try. Whatever, man. That's bullshit. Whatever. And all right. So the next day was the festival, and they opened up the festival, and then all of a sudden, it started hailing, and it hailed for like 4 hours, like 4 feet of hail. They closed down the festival, and they couldn't reopen it because, there was like 4 feet of hail, ice everywhere. They had to cancel the show. People are like in the porta potties to cover up from the hail. And then they couldn't get out because it was so, they were trapped in there. They had to cancel the whole thing. And they called me up the next day. You think Brujeria could play next week? I'm like, what happened? You said we'd never play. Well, there was a storm. They had to cancel the whole day. And they needed a band from outside because the government won't pay it unless there's an outdoor independent foreign band that comes in to play. And they couldn't find anybody in a week.
Huh.
Brujeria. I go, now you want us. The very next day after telling me that shit that, you'll never play 4 feet of ice. 4 feet in Colombia in the middle of the summer. There's a picture somewhere online where there's a bus going down and it was covered like more than halfway with ice. Like you just see the back of the bus, the rest of it's buried in ice. 4-hour hailstorm in the summer, and they canceled it. We're going to have it next week, but we need a foreign band or they won't do it. And we went and did it. How's that for whatever, you'll never, the next day, ice.
A lot changes in one day.
The weather.
Yeah.
But yeah, did you see anything online? I think it was 07, 08, 09, at Rock al Parque, Colombia.
Especially this fucking business, a lot changes in one day, or if you make people sweat. Yeah, I learned that. You got to let people sweat, dude.
Well, we've sweated a lot. They hate us in some places, love us in others. But that was crazy when they said you never play, and the next day they're calling. Can you play next week?
Oh my goodness!
You're fucking kidding me, right? You're fucking bullshit. You tell me that we'll never play. Yeah. Anyways, it happened. I'll see if I can find the pictures of those.
All right. Well, I guess we could wrap it up soon. Where you say you don't do any warm ups?
What for the shows?
Yeah.
No, what for? I'm too old. Too old. Just go out there and whatever. It's gonna come out the same anyways. I don't got a voice. It's gonna be out there just yelling and shit in Spanish.
You just take.
Chinga tu madre. You don't warm up that shit. Let me be warming up. Cabrones. Chupa mi verga, cabrones. You just go out there and do it. I don't give a fuck.
Got it.
Yeah.
You're like you got your 2 bottles of Mexican cough syrup and your.
Yeah, that's right. I got to have the Mexican cough syrup there. Fucking.
Is that true?
Instant lead singer. Yeah. It's fucking miracle. It's like honey and shit. Like it's good for the throat.
It's Mexican cough syrup.
Yeah. It's like poison, but it's good. It's really good. It fucking tastes like shit.
Okay.
Sabe a pura mierda esa pinche crema de fucking. Anyways.
Okay.
But it works, man. It clears you up and stuff, and gets you ready. That's the warm up. A shot of that shit warms you up. That's it. Oh man.
Any closing thoughts?
Oh, I could come back later and tell you the rest of the stories.
Yeah.
I'm
honored.
Dude, there's a lot of shit, dude. I mentioned a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit still coming. If I want to come back and bring some of the shit I'm talking about, like the head cut off, the ice in the Colombia, there's different. I could show you the proof.
Yes.
Because it'd be good to show the proof. I forgot all about doing something like that.
Let's build up the evidence. And let's
Well, you know, if you drop this show in January, if people like it and want to see more, then I'll come back. If they don't even give a rat's ass or say fuck the Mexican, I won't bother coming back. It's up to them. You know, let the people decide to see that la gente si regreso o no. Oh, oops.
Oh, you're fine. Bro, it was an honor to meet you and get to actually sit down and hang, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, I got more to say, but let the people decide. But I have fun doing this in English, too. First time.
Thank you so much for doing that. I'm sure the people really appreciate that.
I hope so. And they might, Trump people come in and kill him.
Oh, no.
Kill him for Pete Wilson or for Trump.
And kill Garza, too.
Oh, remind me, look up to Kathy Griffin. Just look up Kathy Griffin.
We're going to end with this.
Kathy Griffin and the head, the Trump head. Just look that up and I'm leaving.
Okay.
I'm leaving. Just look that up.
Look it up.
Look it up.
Get it on the screen. Oh, what the... What the fuck is that?
The photographer was a metal guy. Goes, hey, you want to do some crazy? I saw some metal band holding his head, and she did it, and they hung her out to dry. She's like, her career ended. She committed career suicide right there with the head. And it says metal bands are doing it. I'm goes, yes, say her name. She came out with Gore.
Oh, so close.
It's like, yeah,
so fucking close.
Gore just ripped it off from us like years after, and oh yeah, we came up with the idea. Like,
you're so close.
And then what's the Suicide Silence? No. What's some other band came out? Municipal Waste came out. We had the head. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. That head's ours, dude.
Maybe
and then
she
came out and they hung her. They terminated her career. She got canceled.
Maybe next.
Every channel in the news had her canceled. Yeah, they blanked out their Trump head so you can't tell who it is. Oh my God.
Interesting.
Kathy Griffin. I was there on the phone, like, never rang.
Wow.
And they figured metal bands doing it. Yes. Here's my 15 minutes. I'll be on CNN, tonight.
Holy shit.
They called Gore. Like, the Gore phone rang.
I got to tell you, there's some energy around you. Literally, like, there's literally a mini earthquake just happened right now. It's so far the lights went out. The fucking lights went out. We're talking about Trump. The fucking
give me the head.
Our
the
building
hold.
Shaking. What? Oh my. Okay,
it's real, dude. You got it. You with Brujeria shows. You just pound energy out.
Earthquake power outages.
Your
okay.
Power energy
I think we're ready to end this. Where can people find you?
You can't. You can't find me. I don't have any. I don't got no bullshit. Profile or whatever. The band. Yeah, we're gonna tour in Mexico. We're gonna do a festival in Mexico at the Pyramids.
Okay.
And the
Pyramids?
Yeah, right on top of them. Actually, it's like right there.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't know. You want to feel energy? Go there.
Fuck.
Get in energía. Ven el Caminante Festival el febrero 17. Van a ver verga. That's going to be high energy. Let's call it. So, anyways, that's gonna. I can't wait to do that. Because it's by the Pyramids. Because we're playing with a bunch of like hip hop bands, pop bands, and then Brujeria. It's like being nominated with Shakira. And it's right by the Pyramids. Oh, we got to do that.
Shit, that sounds like fucking. That's like
I don't know what that's going to be. It could shut us down in a hurry, or it could just blow up a pyramid. I don't know. But then
we'll see.
That energy, we don't. That's what I got to deal with.
That's sick.
It's good though. It's good. It's like, and people see it as negative, but it's really good.
Brujo, this life chose you, and I'm honored to be a part of it.
All right,
thank you.
I'm glad.
All right, everyone, thank you. That's it. Later.
Adios, cabrones.